What's up, everybody? It's Bill from High Volume Games, and welcome to another episode of Promotion Wars. Sorry we haven't been here for a bit, transitioning over, that's why you see a mess in the background. This section here is going to be for streaming and recording Xbox and Promotion Wars, and way over here I've got the board game table that we used to actually do Promotion Wars on, is now going to be for recording board games. So I got everything in place. Now I just got to clean up the rest of it. So we're getting going. But as far as Promotion Wars goes, we've had some interesting situations going on. First of all, we now have a house show, and we're going to start that up. We also have some drama going on at a Halloween party between Discohausen and Williams and O'Neill. The RPWF has tried to make some plays for some of our roster, offering $5,000 for Nicole Matthews and $3,000 for Tommy O'Neill. Neither one made any sense, so they do not get a deal with us. And we're still going into our Walk the Plank pay-per-view, our big show, and we're going to get a little closer to that. We're still a ways away, but we're going to get a couple of shows in, including our first ever house show. This will help with some guys, some of the hardcore wrestlers, some of the lower guys who don't get on the show much. They're going to be in action, and we'll just get into it. We might even need to hire a few more, but because to fill up the shows, but that's okay. Let's get into the action. I'm going to click over here. There we go. Technology at its best. Alright, so it's Saturday, November 6th. We are almost a year into this, by the way. We're getting there. And so we are going to check on our feuds. We got Davey Boy Smith Jr., Chris Harris is still going pretty strong. Gotta put them in. I don't think I even really put them in matches last time, but their feud is still going, so we're going to give them this new feud of Williams and O'Neill, Everett and Nemeth. I think when this feud gets hot, we're going to see some really good number matches, because they all have decent numbers. Redbeard in London, our championship match, is going well. Discohausen, Maven Huffman, and Sean Cash is just starting out. This could be a train wreck feud or not, but Discohausen is trying to help this new team get over. They flew by me. Austin Aries and Chris Hero just starting out. Tony Callahan and Nicole Matthews are just putting on some barn burners now. They had decent feuds before, or decent matches before, and now with this ranking up there, they're going to do great. Lance Inouye and Air Paris, they're going pretty decent, and Amber Nova, Alicia Sherrington is going well. Aaron Andrew and Ruby Soho is just starting. So let's first thing we need to do, we need to go into roster, and we need to go to Aaron Andrew, and we need to change her heel. That will help with that feud. So when we look at the roster, there's going to be people who are going to start to get some matches here. Two guys who tend to get passed over, they're going to be a focus in the new house show, will be like L.A. Park and Mad Braddock. The members of the Misunderstood that aren't Discohausen have been kind of left off, but they're going to be in there. We've got some others here, our hardcore guys like Viking, this new guy, Todd Gibbs can do well. Again, Huffman and Cash, Bruiser Bruno. And we've got some other guys up here like AJ Sanchez, Andy Black, who have really they've wrestled maybe one time. Anthony Henry, maybe wrestled one or two times with us. So they're going to, even though they've been on the roster the whole year, so they're going to get a shot here. Okay, training camp, nobody there. We're gonna go to a show. I guess we're gonna go low. Let's like go to Turner Hall at 500 and just see. Okay, so in our first ever match, we're gonna see Bruiser Bruno take on it's Andy Black. We're gonna have Eric Cannon. I said Eric Cannon, but Eric Cannon. He's gonna take on Evan Gonzalez in a rematch of their past feud. We're gonna put Amber Nova and Alicia Sherrington uh, in the house show. We'll have Anthony Henry take on the Miracle, Mike Bennett. Actually, I kind of want to change that because I think our like main event of the night is going to be the Miracle Mike Bennett taking on Leo Rush. We'll have our Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Chris Harris take on each other. We're going to put LA Park and Mad Braddocks against the Samoans. And let's have a hardcore match. Between Viking and our new guy, Todd Gibbs. So we don't have all of our superstars in this show, but it's going to be a good kind of feeling out process with our main, with our, not our undercard, because we still, some of these guys have, big names and won titles, but if we want to experiment with something, we can use this this show as our thing. I'm also wondering, and maybe you guys can. I was wondering about, like, maybe to keep our two shows going. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what order we do this in. Do we? Okay, we have 464. It's like, do we straight to result house shows and see highlights on the TV show, or do we just do these shows in 1 week? And it'll be interesting. We'll have to figure out what the process is. So we're gonna see the highlights. We are gonna do it just the regular way today, but we're only gonna get 1 week across because we're now doing 2 shows. Bruno had enough. Bruno's grabbed a chair. Referee pulls and takes it out of the ring. While the referee's break is turned, Bruiser Bruno pokes Andy Black in the eyes, hits him with the power slam. Oh shoot, the Bruise Cruise. We gotta change that. He hits him with the Bruise Cruise. Andy Black has taken a trip on the Bruise Cruise and gets pinned 1, 2, 3. Bruiser Bruno wins. We call it after the eye poke. I say it's because of the Bruise Cruise, but that's okay. Evan Gonzalez is down on the mat. Eric Cannon makes the cover. And Eric Cannon, he's got his foot on the ropes. And Eric Cannon's going to get another win. Oh, yeah, we did sign him to a long-term deal. I was going to say, because I know we have contracts coming up for some of these guys in a few months. So it's like, who do we keep? Who doesn't come back? Cannon definitely deserves to be here. Amber Nova connecting with the Nova driver on Sherrington. Nova makes the cover. Gets the win. Viking versus Todd Gibbs. That name, Todd Gibbs. They're fighting in the production truck. Gibbs picks up a headset and blasts Viking over the head with it. They fall into a desk of monitors. Gibbs taunts him with the headset. Gibbs walks back over to Viking. He gets a computer board smashed across his head. This is chaos. Viking has control and throws Todd Gibbs head first into the showrunner. Viking then spots a director's slate and shatters it over the head of Todd Gibbs. He makes the cover. It is over. Viking trying to come back to his old ways, winning ways. The two members of the Misunderstood against the Samoans. Oh, Braddock has had enough. He grabs the chair. With the referee back turned, Braddock pokes Safa in the eye and hits him with a deal breaker. Look at Matt Braddock's getting a win here. Maybe once the Air Paris Lance Anoa'i feud finishes, maybe we need to have the Samoans take on the Misunderstood. David Boy Smith Jr. hits the running power slam on Harris, makes the cover. It is over. Davey Boy Smith Jr. gets the win. And our main event, Mike Bennett versus Lio Rush. With Bennett down on the mat, Lio Rush goes to the top rope. It's Dragon's Call. It connects. It is over. All right, look at Bruiser Bruno and Andy Black hitting a 79. Good with a great news for Andy Black. That's going to make us want to keep him going. Eric Cannon and Evan Gonzalez 73. Nova and Sherrington hit an 80. Great job. A Viking and Hart and Todd Gibbs 79. The Misunderstood and Samoan 69. Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Chris Harris went 57. Uh-oh, something went wrong there. And Lio Rush and Mike Bennett went 82%. So a 79.31. Ooh, what happened? No, Chris Harris always was low. David Boy Smith Jr. 72. I don't know. Don't know why that match was a stinker. Their feud is still high. All right, our house show financials. We gained $4,000, and the fans thought it was a thumbs up. Mike Bennett and Lio Rush getting them match of the night. We got 2 emails. Word of warning. Uh-oh. Just as it looks like things were getting back to normal in the locker room, On Saturday night, Adam Williams took to Twitter and said, "I know who you are. See you at TV, so be warned, we may have some trouble for the upcoming Wednesday Night Warrior taping." Oh no. And offered a Scotty Valentine $3,000 for our hardcore or our parking lot champion. Not a chance in hell. Because not only can Scotty Valentine wrestle a hardcore match and be the dominant champion, but he can wrestle regular matches. You would have to put another 0 on that one at least. So we will decline that. Go away, RPWF. You need to either pump up the numbers or just stop. It's not happening. We've got an inbox. Oh, Lance in Hawaii. The former champ, $4,000. No. Because even though he's not the champion anymore, we could still use him in the tag division. Alright, I have no idea what's going to happen at Wednesday Warriors. Nicola Valley Memorial Arena. Our main event for the Tag Team Championship. Redbeard and Aries taking on London and Hero. Okay, we got Lance and Air Paris. Look at Air Paris. Used to be in the 1 matches, now sitting in the 7s because he's the interstate champion. We're going to see singles match between Andrew Everett and Tommy O'Neill. We need a women's match between Callahan and Matthews. We need another women's match between Soho and Andrew. We're going to have Nemeth take on Williams. Oh no, let's singles for the parking lot championship. Oh no, I did it again. I want a hardcore match, darn it. Parking lot championship, hardcore match. Valentine taking on Viking. And Bruiser Bruno will take on. Oh, actually, I want to have them in that show. This might annoy Disco House in a bit, but we'll have Disco Guy and Danhausen taking on Huffman and Cash. All right. So what's going to happen? First of all, we've got a tag team title match. We've got the threat of Adam Williams talking about attacking someone or outing someone who is supposedly fooled around with Tony Callahan. Oh, this is happening. I'm going to make my drink. got a 5K or more training for my running after this, so I gotta drink this down before I can run. I'm also charging my wrist thing that tells me when to run, when to walk, all that stuff. But thanks for watching. If you're not following, follow us at games_volume at on Twitter. And look at that, our first ever 1,000 sellout. 4 digits. We did it, kids. All right, it's that awesome main event we have of a bunch of superstars here. Disco Guy has had enough. He's gonna use the old poke to the eye. He hits Sean Cash. Poor Sean Cash. He gets hit with a chart buster. And the referee counts to 3. That is it. Disco Guy gets the win with the chart buster. Cole Matthews in the ring, got something to say. She's making fun of the fans from Merritt. They start with an asshole chant. Here comes Tony Callahan. Callahan attacks Matthews. Callahan throws Matthews out of the ring. Cole Matthews is not happy. Scotty Valentine versus Viking for the parking lot championship. Oh, wait a minute. Viking stuffs the trash can into the turnbuckle. Puts the chair into the turnbuckle. Scotty stumbles in the ring. Gets a boot to the midsection. Oh my goodness. Viking Irish whips Scotty into the corner. It's where the trash can was. Then into the other one with the chair. Then hits ethnic cleansing or cleaning. And oh my goodness, Viking has won the parking lot championship, the longest reign, I think one of the longest reigning champions. Scotty Valentine's reign is over. Uh-oh. Should we have paid him off? No, just kidding. Harris and Davey Boy are backstage talking to each other. Harris, you claim you're better than me. I don't like it. Davey Boy Jr. says, I am better. I don't know, neither one of you are very good at the house show. Harris says, well, how about this then? You and me one-on-one. Maybe they should be in our walk the plank match. No. I think we might have to put Viking and Scotty Valentine in a walk the plank match since they've now there's been a title change. Ryan Nemeth is flirting with Tony Callahan. Tony Callahan wants none of it. She gives Nemeth a hard slap to the face. Adam Williams hits the Tiger suplex. He gets the 3 count. Adam Williams gets the win with assist from Tony Callahan. Was it Ryan Nemeth? What is going on? It's Russo talking to Aaron Andrew. Aaron Drew has a few things to say about Ruby Soho. Here comes Ruby Soho. They exchange words. Things could turn violent here. But Ruby Soho casually walks away. Save it for the ring, ladies. Ruby Soho taking on Arian Andrew. Arian hits Girl Bye on the champion. Makes the cover. Ref counts to 3. The champ has been pinned. Oh, this is going to definitely cause the feud to go up. And notice that, okay, we're going to have another interview segment, but Alicia Sherrington is here. Talking about Amber Nova, that loss that she had at the house show. Amber Nova comes out of nowhere and knocks Sherrington to the floor. The Valley Girl is down. Nova's kicking the life out of Sherrington. Nova walks away, leaving Sherrington down and out. Now notice this match. We put the non-title, or the two that aren't in the title picture, Callahan and Matthews, ahead of the title picture. And Nicole Matthews gets the advantage. Hits Vancouver maneuver. That's going to be all. Nicole Matthews getting the win. Tawny Callahan. Now, see, Nicole Matthews should be winning this feud, but it's going to be good exposure for Tawny Callahan to be in this feud that's, that's red hot at the moment. Lance comes down to the ring. Lance says, Merritt, I don't know if you know this, but recently Eric Paris has made some comments about me. Normally, I don't these type of comments wouldn't affect me, but this time they've lit a fire under the ass of Lance NY. A fire like this Eric Paris has never seen until now. And what's the saying? You play with fire, you'll get burned. Well, Eric Paris, booked your bed at the burn ward of the hospital because I'm coming. Lance leaves the ring, having said exactly what's on his mind. Here's Andrew Everett and Tommy O'Neill. Tommy O'Neill in full control. O'Neill signals for the power slam. Everett with the poke to the eye. There's been more pokes to the eye than... Referee didn't see it. Big slam near the corner. 6:30 senton. 1, 2, 3. Andrew Everett wins the match, but only thanks to the poke to the eye. Discohausen in the ring talking about Huffman and Cash. Maven and Cash, they think they're the greatest tag team of all time. Danhausen says they're wrong. Disco guy says either that or they haven't recognized our talents. Maven and Sean come to the ring. How about we have a tag team match tonight? You already had one. And you lost. Cash does the best, so Disco guy says we don't need to prove that. We already had it. Discohausen slowly walks away. They've proven their point. Lance is in full control. He signals for the Samoan splash. And another poke to the eye. Referee didn't see it. Big slam. Moonsault. 1, 2, 3. Eric Paris wins the match. It was the obscured eye poke. I couldn't read that the first time. This time I got it. Austin Aries comes to the ring. He's got something to say about Chris Hero. Clearly there's a problem between these two. And here's the Tag Team Championship match. Aries and Redbeard versus London and Hero. Redbeard connects to the Iron Claw. Slam on Hero. Redbeard makes the cover, and our champ is on a roll. That is it. 1, 2, 3. Eric Redbeard retaining the gold. So we got a 73% for Discohausen and Maven and Sean. Or Huffman and Cash, as they're now called. Huffman and Cash PD. Viking defeats Scotty Valentine for the Hardcore Championship in 83% match. Williams and Nemeth went 70. Ariane and Ruby went 67. Nicole Matthews and Tawny Callahan, 86. Andrew Everett and Tommy O'Neill, 82. Paris and Lance, 75. And another 82 in our Tag Team Championship match, so 81.80. That's a good rating for our 1,000 fans. 16,000 people. What? No, $16,000 profit. And our feedback uh, was good. Great show, and Tawny Callahan and Nicole Matthews were the best of the week. So now, because we've had two shows, we've made 20,000 profit on the two shows, and our wages is going to come in right around 18,000. So we're going to actually pull. What is going on here? Yesterday, there was at the Wednesday Night Warrior taping, there was a locker room fight between Adam Williams and Andrew Everett. It is said to be very one-sided, and Andrew taking the worst of it. Nevertheless, we have issued each wrestler a $5,000 fine to ensure that behavior does not happen again. And Andrew Everett is injured for 2 to 3 weeks because of this fight. It was Andrew Everett all the time. What does some of Ray have to think about that? So our wages was 18,500. So we made over 20,000. So this is the first. This is the first week that HVW has turned a profit. You know, other than our week, our end of the month deal when the when we get our check from the sponsors and all that. But this is the first week where our wrestling has made a profit. And our weekly review is they're very pleased with us. We're dropping a little, but that's because now we have two shows to put on, and so. But we lose Andrew Everett to an injury with that kind of sort of works because they were feuding anyway, and we can now have Ryan Nemeth in singles matches with O'Neal and Williams, and they can still be there. All right. So we are back at the house show. So that's going to be it for this week. Next week we're gonna have to do 3 shows because because we'll do Saturday and okay. Technically, in the next span of 8 days, we're gonna have to figure this out because in a span of 8 days we have this show, we have the Wednesday Night Warrior show, we have the house show again, and then we have our big show. So we'll have to figure out how we're going to space these out. Like I said, we could either just do the 2 shows at a time like we've been doing, or just go to results on the house shows and then continue the reading the results on the regular shows. But we'll see. So let me go out to the. All right, my friends, that is going to be it for this one interesting show. There was a lot of eye poking, but we had a new champion in Viking. I think that's his second time. Let me actually go back and look at championship history. Actually, Viking is now the 3-time champion of the parking lot division. We had a brawl between Adam Williams and Andrew Everett that caused Everett to be hurt. That's not good. They've both been fined $5,000. RPWF continues to book or try to get some people. Well, they're not getting any of our guys for at least that little money. Pump it up. And that's been it. But that we have to give a shout out to Tawny Callahan and Nicole Matthews for just another stellar show or another stellar match. 86%. Good for them. Even though Tawny Callahan's just all over this news today, she's actually her ability's even gone up. She's now an 85, which makes her. Let's just look. She is second only to Leo Rush as far as their ability right now. Uh, Leo Rush, then Tony Callahan, then Austin Aries. So, all right, that is going to be it for this show. I'll be back again later on for another episode, and I will talk to you soon. Take care, everyone. I got to go over here and hit this button. So, take care. Have a great night.